Hi folks, my name is Robin. Today I'm going to sort of look at some of the things it takes to get a thrall. Everybody wants one, and here's some tips. You need to be level 10 before you can start to capture them. You'll need a lesser wheel of pain, so have that built first of all. Then the other things you see, you'll need to capture them. The wheel of pain, it requires food to feed to the thralls while you are breaking them. There are basically two types of food for us newbies. One is grawl, which is 5 plant fibers and seeds, and then the other is steak. You can use either of these two in the operation, and I find that they both work well. Now that you have your wheel of pain ready, food is there, now you have to find a thrall. They're usually in groups of 3, so sometimes you have to kill the first 2 and then concentrate on capturing the third. And this is how you do it. You use your truncheon, your club, and you knock them unconscious. Be careful not to hit them too often once they're down, because then you can kill them. Once they're unconscious, then you take your rope and then you can bound them. And once they are bound, then you can haul them back to your wheel of pain. I have found that while I was bringing them back, it didn't really seem to matter if I went through water or not. And whereas I have to breathe, I didn't find that I lost any thralls while I was swimming underwater. When you get back to your wheel of pain, loading them is automatic. You just get there and open your wheel of pain. And then when you check it, you'll see that they have been loaded automatically. So while the wheel of pain is working on the first one, I've decided to find a second one. I've gone out, I found him, and I'll bring him back. At the lesser wheel of pain, it can only handle 1 at a time. As you move up, the wheels will handle 4 or 8. But as a newbie, it's only 1. So you bring him back, and then you have to wait. If you look at the crafting queue, you can see how far along you are in breaking your new thrall. You have to wait till it's done before you can do anything. But once it's done, it disappears. Now you can move it into your inventory or into your hotbox. It doesn't matter where you put it, you have access to it. If you aren't sure what to do with your newly broken thrall, and carrying them around adds weight to your inventory, you can always put them in your wooden box. And there you go. There I've got 2 of them in my wooden box, and I'm not being encumbered by their added weight. Thralls come in various types, usually fighters and archers. There are some craft thralls, and if you catch one, you can put them to your advantage. In this case, I have a crafting thrall, and I have to have a crafting table. Once I have that, I put him in, and there the thrall appears and will help me with my building. These thralls are specialized, and thus they will only work at their assigned tables. Now you have a number of thralls which you're able to put out. How do you do that? Well, put them in your taskbar, and then whenever you find a spot that you want it, click it, and he will appear. And he will be there, and he'll guard that area. They do move around a bit if there's danger, but they seem to stand in one spot until they sense it. So all of your thralls which you've captured and broken, you've now put out. So what can you do with them? Well, as they say, they'll stand there, but you can get them to follow you. If they're following you, it helps you out while you're roaming around. You never know when you run into something, and that extra pair of hands or the extra weapon always helps out in making your life a little bit easier. Granted, they're all level 1s right now, and they'll die quickly, so you have to be careful in how you use them.